English Shorthand Senior Second Paper 120 words per minute. February 2001. Condensation 5 seconds. Comments. Speaking in the Lok Sabha during a discussion regarding the demand for waiver of agricultural loans, an honorable member said, Mr. Speaker, sir, the point that we are discussing today is mainly about rural indebtedness. In this connection, I would like to make some suggestions about how to improve the credit facilities in the countryside. There must be decentralization of the credit system for agricultural purposes. I suggest that every panchayat may be given the status of a primary credit society with full banking support in the countryside. Everybody should have access to his own bank, namely his own panchayat. So, one important factor that I want the finance minister to look into is that the system of credit for agricultural purposes may be decentralized, and in that panchayats must play a role. My second suggestion is this: the harsh method of recovering debts must be stopped and it must be replaced by social pressure. Now we try to auction the property of a farmer to recover debt. If there is misery in the villages, how much capital can we really get back? We only make the people run away from the villages. It is happening in the rural areas. So we must stop this harsh method for collecting loans and make the farmer responsible before the panchayat. I am sure that social pressure will do the trick which the harsh method will not. My third suggestion is this: land revenue up to a certain level must be waived. In the case of small farmers, it is similar to the case of income tax. I think the finance minister will appreciate this point. He will not be able to meet the administrative cost to collect income tax below a certain point, and it will not be economical. In the same way, land revenue below a certain point should be abolished, and above that point, land revenue should be collected by panchayats only. In fact, the development outlay of panchayats must be related to land revenue that they collect. In that case, we will ensure the collection of land revenue from the bigger farmers in that panchayat, and at the same time we will be just in the distribution of the development outlays. So, I would like that this suggestion of waiver may be considered. Fourthly, there is a collection season. As far as I know, the government start collection at a time when the farmer is in difficulty. At that time, the government sent a circular to local officers to collect the loans. Then the officer has to collect the debts. It seems that his transfer or promotion depends on the amount of collection that he does. I think there should be a law that debt collection should be done immediately after the harvest. I suggest that we may make collections in the countryside in those months only when the farmer perhaps will be in a position to pay back some of his debt. Finally, I would make one more suggestion which I made many years ago in a different context, talking about the relationship between the developing countries and the developed countries. I said that at any point of time, the total interest paid on a loan should not exceed the principal. This may be applied to our countryside. If a farmer has been repaying a loan over a period of time and the total interest collected from him exceeds the amount borrowed, the loan should be written off. Once he has paid interest equal to the capital, the entire loan should be written off. With this, I conclude. Elaboration 5 seconds. Comments 1. It is proposed by the Tamil Nadu Handloom Weavers Cooperative Society Limited to construct a warehouse at Tanjavur. Sealed tenders are invited for this purpose and earnest money deposit of Rs 40,000 is required. The work should be completed within 12 months. Tender schedules can be had on payment of Rs 5,000 from the Cooptex head office, Egmore, Chennai during working hours. Tenders will be received up to 3 pm on 1st June and opened at 4 pm on the same day. Tenders should be sent to the Managing Director, Tamil Nadu Handloom Weavers Cooperative Society Limited, Egmore, Chennai. The Managing Director reserves the right to reject any or all the tenders without stating any reason. Draft tender notice. 2. Ashoka Sugar Company Limited, Perambalur require Chief Engineer. The candidate should be a graduate in mechanical engineering or electrical engineering. Preference will be given to mechanical engineering graduates. The candidate should have 10 years of experience in sugar industry. Persons with longer experience in senior positions will be preferred. Age should be around 50 years, relaxable in the case of deserving candidates. A consolidated salary of Rs 20,000 per mensum besides all benefits like contributory provident fund, gratuity, bonus, leave travel, concession and leave enchantment as per rules of the company will be paid. Applications on plain paper giving full biodata along with the copies of certificates and passport size photograph should be sent to the Chief Administrative Officer, Ashoka Sugar Company Limited, Perambalur. The originals will be verified at the time of interview. Last date for receipt of applications 10th July. Draft advertisement. 3. The 5th General Body Meeting of the Georgetown Cooperative Bank Limited, Chennai will be held on Sunday, 26th July 1998 at 9 am in the premises of Tamil Nadu Cooperative Union, Chennai to consider the following subjects, namely recording of annual report of Board of Directors for 1997 to 1998, adoption of the audit certificate for the same year, distribution of profit for the year under report, approval of budget for the year 1998 to 1999, amendment to bylaws proposed by the board, and resolutions given notice of by members. Draft notice of the meeting to be issued by the president of the bank. Number 4. Yesterday you saw an accident. A state transport bus was coming from Tambaram. You were going along a bridge in Saidapet. At that time, the bus collided with a lorry coming opposite. 30 persons were injured. They were treated as outpatients in the local hospital. It was found that the driver of the lorry was in drunken state. He was arrested. The bus was damaged. The driver of the bus sustained only minor injuries. The police was investigating into the matter. Prepare an eyewitness account of the accident.